The work that you have done is nothing short of extraordinary. Now, the last time I was here was about 3 weeks ago, I think. And I said to you that Senator Obama was going to be coming to the caucus, to the Democratic caucus that week, and that I would give him your best. And so he was fabulous. I mean, the caucus was just wild. I mean, the Democrats, everyone on their feet, I mean, nonstop applause, and he spoke magnificently. And then there were members that stood up and made some policy comments and some with some questions. But at any rate, he was fabulous. Well, you can imagine over 200 people trying to say something to him afterward. Well, I pushed my way right up. I mean, I went right past these guys. I elbowed everybody. And I said, Senator, I said, it's great to see you. How are you, Anna? And he gave me a big hug. And I said, Senator, I bring you greetings from all of your fabulous volunteers at your extraordinary Palo Alto headquarters. And he was so, I promised you that I would tell him. He was so thrilled. He was so thrilled. He said, Anna, can you believe what people are doing? I said, Senator, you wouldn't believe it. I said, the computers all lined up, everyone on Skype. They're doing neighborhood organizing. They're calling other states and talking to other volunteers. And I said, I think you've got the best headquarters right in the heart of Silicon Valley. So he was thrilled. So I want you to know that I took the message to him. And he was very excited, I mean, visibly. I mean, you know, from one big ear to the other. You know, he had a smile. So at any rate, I think we're all now starting to try and figure out what clothes to take and what to do and all of that, and myself included, trying to squeeze in, you know, the different things that go pick up this and do that and get the clothes laid out. But we know that this is a moment in history, where our country will formally receive the nominee of the Democratic Party. No other organizations, not the AFL-CIO, not the League of Women Voters, not any organization in the country nominates a person for the presidency. It is only the parties. It is only the parties. And we've had a long, winding road in order to come up with our nominee. That's all part of this process. I mean, when we watch our TV screens and we see Russia invading Georgia, we can't for a moment even imagine what that would mean for tanks to be rolling down the street in our own community. And so our democracy is precious and it's fragile at the same time. And we know that great damage has been done to it. All of you have brought this person to this point. And it's a sacred time in our history. It really is. And we know that as volunteers, those of us that are fortunate enough to be delegates, it's not what the nominee can do for us, it's what we have an obligation to do for the nominee. We're going to go to Denver. Some are going to go to Denver via their own family rooms and their TV screens and celebrate. We have people over. Hi, Owen. How are you? And maybe we'll even be captured waving, you know, from the California delegation. But wherever we're going to be, we are a part of this, and it'll just be a handful of days. I'm thrilled that Senator Clinton will have a roll call vote. I'm thrilled about that. I think it's very important. When we talk about history, I think it's very important that that vote be recorded. Very important. Not only for women of the country, but for our party and for the world to see how we operate. These are all lessons in history. People from the most remote corners of the world are going to be watching and standing on tiptoe and are so hungry, starving for change that we believe this young man is going to bring to our country. And then we return from Denver, and then, if you think you've worked hard before, I'm telling you, that's right, we ain't seen nothing yet. We ain't seen nothing yet. And we're just going to pour it on. We're going to take care of our own corner of the country. People would have said to me during past campaigns, Emmy has heard this 1,000 times, Jim, all of you, oh, we're so worried about this state, we're worried about that, what about this, what about that? And I always say, look, if you're concerned, take care of our own backyard. This is where we need to win and win big. This is our responsibility, this region, this congressional district. And when we turn in those numbers, we will have done our job. And of course, you're reaching people in other states from here. It's not like days past. So I'm here to thank you more than anything else. I am so proud. I was so thrilled to be able to get to Senator Obama that day in the Cannon caucus room and tell him about you and what you were doing here. And so I thought he thought I was going to assault him with some policy question or whatever. And that wasn't it. I wanted to talk about you. So bless all of you for what you have done, what you're doing now in this fabulous headquarters, and what we're going to do in the fall campaign. And whomever is coming to Denver, I hope that you have gotten our invitation. On Tuesday evening, I'm hosting a reception for all of us, and we're making it extraordinarily special for you, because I think that delegates deserve more than chip and dips. You know, so we're just kind of pulling out all the best, a fabulous caterer in a beautiful setting, and we're going to have a shuttle bus. It's about 3 miles away from where we'll be staying, and we're going to have a shuttle bus that will take people. It will run every half hour. It's the old governor's mansion. It's a historic home, and I haven't seen it. I've seen pictures of it, and it looks beautiful. So get dressed up. All right, get dressed up and wear your buttons and crazy hats, and we're going to have a good time. So if you need any information, just call our people if you haven't gotten the invitation. Christine, do we bring invitations to the headquarters or get some, or Patty, just in case people haven't been reached?
Oh, I think Christine did.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. Well, if someone hasn't gotten it, or if you haven't heard about it, or we've slipped something through, something slipped through the cracks, let us know, because I want you there. The party is to honor all of the delegates and the people from our region. So I'm going to go over to Pillar Point Harbor,
Let's give
but
a
you
big
got me
round
all
of applause.
charged up.